Day at the Rocket Mortgage Classic, Will Zalatoris getting his final round started on the first tee. Playing with a Hall of Famer. Nicholson will start the day 11 back.
Let's go, Phil!
They love him everywhere, but his first trip to the Rocket Mortgage Classic has been another love affair.
He slipped on vacation at the pool with his family, broke his wrist. So he's kind of changed his delivery point. He's not as steep as he used to be, a little more shallow. That one might have hurt a little bit. It's not going to hurt so much now when it goes in.
Now Patrick Rogers.
Hey, guys.
Guys, quiet, please. Quiet, guys. Thank you.
Thanks.
You know, it's 4th of July, but I'm trying to hit a golf shot here. He's got the red going. Another Midwest guy, born in Indiana. He's got the Stanford red on, or the United States red.
Right, this may be more the Stanford Sunday red. There was this other guy that went to Stanford. Oh, he just could have kicked Cameron Percy's ball into the hole there.
When I play all the break I'm supposed to, don't have to really work on those putts. Those are the ones you really like.
He started that online.
He started on too much break. I got to hit this really soft to just get all that break. And so I guess someone might say, Mark, you need to spend some time and just totally revamp and start over. But I guess I disagree.
Well, right. John McGinnis's college coach, whose name I don't remember, and a man I never met.
Championship, the highlight of his season, but now he's just kind of fighting to get in that at least top 150.
All those instructional shows, and one of the things he had said during that time was he had such a busy mind, it was impossible to block out all the great golf instruction, and it ruined his game.
He's trying something new every day.
Because how could you not? You got Butch Harmon telling you one thing, and then you got Jim Flick coming in the next day telling you something else. You got to listen to these guys. They're the best ever. Snedeker left rough here at 1.
Even the rough is starting to firm up a little bit. Tee shot 319, so he's got an angle here and a lot of loft on that club, so no tree limbs really to deal with.
Oh, you think you're up fast?
So I'm really close, but not seeing the results. He started thinking, maybe I don't know what close is anymore. And start hitting some good shots at Valspar, Wells Fargo, and then of course that second place in South Carolina a few weeks ago.
That
Yeah, well played.
Okay, stop on.
I shouldn't just say the guys. The players love the 4-ball. Now Van Pelt.
Yeah, so it's going to be slow up the hill there. You see basically that last 3 feet is when it finally levels out. So when you have those putts that are all the way uphill and then level, it's just really the less loft flight it for you. Hit it maybe as 50% swing, something like that.
Now that wedge in your hand, middle of the fairway, it turns into a 3-putt bogey. It will drive you crazy. With Chesson Hadley today.
Yeah, from Midland, Michigan. Played his collegiate golf at Michigan State University, so he's all at home here. Long hitting Ryan Brem too, boy, he can move it. Someone made a good joke, made Ryan even laugh.
He said there's a Waffle House in Midland.
From Raleigh, North Carolina.
You know him, you love him.
He'll tell you where the nearest Bojangles is.
Does feel like bow time. Had it going down there at the Palmetto Championship at Congaree. And just let it slip away. 5 under. Going over and chatting them up. That's about as nice a guy as you'll ever want to meet, Chesson Hadley. He starts today 9 back. Guy. Out to the first, and Chesson Hadley.
All right, can he do better from 89 yards than Bo Van Pelt did? Just saw it off one, trying to control that spin. Oh, beautiful. Got a proper angle.
He was briefly the head coach.
His first made cut in 7 events, so happy to be here for the weekend. Safely inside that top 200 number, so he can certainly at least go back to the Corn Ferry Finals, but he'd love to find some magic here in the last 6 weeks of the regular season.
Ryan's sister, former women's Michigan State amateur champ.
Or she'd just wear him out.
Yeah, what's
fairways, greens.
What's that game like?
Now, Chesson played some practice rounds with him when he first came out on tour. He's just so funny. He started calling me veteran, and then it just kind of got to be vet and then veterinarian. It's just he's a funny dude. Kind of really resurgence in his game. We was just thinking he might just kind of give it up. Nice birdie at the first, and all of a sudden just says, you know what? I'm going to stand on these tees, and I'm going to just say, who?
From Argentina.
Could be Mark Hubbard's brother, doesn't he?
Could be.
Gets to kind of pick and choose the events that he really wants to play in, and that's maybe a blessing and a curse. Because the medical won't run out on him. It's just kind of like when he gets to that 23rd event that he's allotted.
Gentlemen.
I believe he has a 3-year max, though, in terms.
Now Nelson Ledesma.
129, he's got the proper angle. That came out low. That was a little low on the face. But
Oh, there it is.
oh, and if you don't see it, it's right there. Let's make that ridge. Now it stayed up on top. All right, good start for Jonas.
Nelson Ledesma over here, right of the green at 1.
Yeah, the upslope's certainly going to help him there. Turns this 60 into a 75-degree wedge. Just plop it down on it.
From the same hometown as Andres Romero, professional golfer. Now Blixt for birdie.
Pretty straight putt here, just getting that speed. 16 feet. Uh-huh.
There you go, to 6 under. How do they have a parking spot? Everybody can't go.
Well, there's not that many major medical extensions. You might think there are.
Ledesma started caddying when he was 12, like so many folks. That was his start to the game. But fell in love so quickly, turned professional. Bastille Day.
Used to be kind of hitting your prime on the PGA Tour, those low 30s. Now it seems like the kids hit it mid-20s.
From the Woodlands, Texas, one of the major champions competing here, the 2018 Masters.
On his second shot from the wrong fairway and got the thing up and down, par the ninth. Give himself to the weekend, some extra golf. That's a nice laser beam to start. Whew. Great chase. I haven't seen that all week long.
Still going.
Will back that up, but I think it very much depends on the golf course, because you may not, the stats may not show you played your best. You may miss a lot of fairways, but if it's a golf course where you're able to sort of bounce back from stuff like that, I think I truly believe it depends on the golf. But I lean more towards the fact that I think, depending upon the golf course, when you play a tougher golf course, a more challenging golf course, I think, yes, that's the case where a guy who may play his best has a tendency to win.
Now this for the third.
Highlighted how good he is around the greens. That was super challenging, but he made it look really simple for Patrick Reed. Shorter, but iron game really solid. Putter has been not so good all of his years on the PGA Tour, but obviously a winner. So he's able to go ahead when he is putting well to just kind of ride that wave. And this week, 24 putts in his second round 67 was basically the highlight of his.
Starts the day at 6 under.
And he's in the field next week too, so no rest for the weary. Just keep going, ride that train.
Yeah, not much breeze out here. A good tee shot here down the right-hand side, working back towards the middle.
From Agora Hills, California, Matthew Wolf.
See if you can find a little something.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there, Brian. I mean, certainly can still have a really good week, but just too many people in front and just too far back.
Go, Matty.
Looks like it should be okay. Yeah, just hangs on to the first cut.
Yeah, as well as he struck the golf ball those first two rounds.
Go to the tee at the second now, and Tyler Duncan.
Long par 4, so important to get it in the fairway. Kind of hoping. A little BB. He's got the most rolls so far of anybody in the field.
That's an unofficial number, but it's